Okay, so point number one about trans people that I would like to share because it's important to me and what always comes up whenever I'm watching content that I haven't seen anyone else really address is that being trans is not a rejection of any religion. It's not a rejection of Christianity. It's not a rejection of God. It's not a act of defiance against God's creation. That's one of those things that has been pulled out of thin air in the last 10 years, really and truly. Like, you might find a handful of fringe weirdos like more than 20 years ago who would say stuff like that. But for the most part, within the context of Christianity and specifically within the context of American Protestant Christianity, because that's where my experience lies for the most part, being trans has been considered a medical issue that doesn't warrant like a church stance. When I came out, even the Southern Baptist Church didn't have a stance against trans people. I knew trans people who were in process and working through like how to navigate being a queer person in a denomination that did not accept queer people, but still accepted on some levels trans people, because again, it was not seen as a moral issue or an ethical issue or like a religious issue even until this recent kind of turn. And part of where that comes from, why, it's recycled homophobia. This is the stuff that if you were alive in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, you've already heard all of this nonsense, and you heard it directed to gay men specifically. The idea of trans people being like godless perverts who want to just corrupt young people, who have no sense of like decency or right and wrong, and that's why they hate Western civilization. It's recycled nonsense. Period. Trans people can be religious, and when you denigrate religions for trans people, you are hurting those trans people more than you know. So please don't. Remember that we can be people of faith too, and very often are. There, more you know.